It is that time of year again. Most kids either starting school or have already started. Professional organizer Lisa Lelas now joins us with some tips on making this year different by using 3 words. And guess what? They're all the same. Organize, organize, and yes, organize. Welcome, Lisa.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right, so now that school's back in session, let's talk about the early morning when kids are getting ready to go to school. By the way, you're about 3 or 4 decades too late for this guy.
I know.
But
every year there's new kids starting school.
That's true. Maybe things would have been different for me if I'd known you back then. So, okay, what do we do to start the day?
Well, the main thing is we need to get systems in place and routines established. That's really important. Get the kids, up at a regular time, breakfast, whatever their routines are. One of the best things you can do to avoid morning chaos is getting things out and packed and ready the night before. So, get their clothes out that they're going to wear, so there's no, chaos as far as what am I going to wear, where's this shirt kind of thing. And also, I think it's really important for parents to set up a launch and landing pad for all their school gear. And that can be done in something as simple as a hook at an entryway, either in a garage if that's your main way into the house, or somewhere near a front entryway, or if you have
maybe the backpack?
For the backpack, for sporting gear, I use our little launch and landing pad for even putting Post-it notes. Don't forget, school lunch or whatever. If you have a shelf somewhere in a entryway closet, even just a little S-hook that you can hook underneath the shelf, again, to hang backpacks if you don't want it out visible. But
I like the idea of the notes, like you could have a cork board or just the sticky notes.
Yeah, and you need that regular established place where kids know they come home from school, things get hung there, and also they have it in the morning so they know where everything is.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, younger kids, or maybe even older kids too, don't always necessarily use their desk in their room for schoolwork. They might be in the kitchen using the counter. So how do you handle that kind of a situation?
Well, because I really am an advocate for having a school supply center, and it's not always, in that desk, that maybe an older kid would use, because yes, you're right. Little kids do like to be near mom, or dad, and in the kitchen typically, or family room, that kind of thing. So I think it's really important to have just basically a portable supply bin.
Good idea.
Something as simple as, a little bin like this that you can keep all their supplies in. And older kids can actually, I think, should have a folder with each subject so they can keep some, notes if they're preparing for an upcoming test. But just a place to have a dictionary, all their supplies, and it can move from place to place,
Portable
with
classroom,
the parent.
right?
Yes, absolutely.
How much can you correlate being well organized at home with maybe performing better in school?
Jeff, it's unbelievable, the statistics that show, studies prove that kids that grasp on to good organizing skills in the foundation years, those elementary school years, they go on to do better emotionally, socially, and academically, all through high school, college, and even through their business years in the business world. It's amazing. So it's really important to. I started teaching a class in many elementary schools on the shoreline for 4th graders, teaching them organization skills, getting into middle school. It's that important.
Organizational skills so important, and sometimes we just skip right past that and get into their reading and writing and so forth.
And for those parents that have an older kid that maybe is not so organized, don't be scared, because organizing can still be taught.
Today's the first day of the rest of your life,
Adults are still learning organization skills, but it's really important.
So it's interesting because people can be doing something this weekend to set some of the things up that you're talking about, and we have more to talk about.
Absolutely.
That'll make a difference for years and decades to come. See, I told you you're too late for me. All right, now I noticed you have a backpack somewhere back there.
Yes.
Does it matter how we organize within the backpack?
Well, it really does. And I'll tell you something, your best investment for your child really is a good quality backpack. And you want one with other, with separate, pouches that you can put different things in so the kids are not scrambling to find.
It's not just one heaping mess inside of there.
And also really important to find thicker padded back straps.
Yeah.
And remember, really important, a full backpack with school supplies and notebooks and everything should never be more than 10% of a child's body weight.
That's important to know too. And to wear it properly, wear it high on the back.
Yes,
not low,
not too far down.
Yeah, wear it high on the back and close to the body.
Kids are carrying way too much.
Kids starting elementary school for the first time, they're nervous. I know I was, that's the part I remember. So what do you say then?
I'll tell you, one of the best things I can tell you is a book by Audrey Penn. It's called The Kissing Hand. It's a tradition in our family. My kids are now in high school. They laugh because we still read this the night before school. But it's the nicest, it's the greatest story. Really important. They take their cues from the parents. So we want to make it very exciting and very positive, because sometimes it's the moms who are nervous about their kids starting school, and it's the ripple effect.
Separation anxiety from both.
Absolutely.
We've got to go, but really quickly, in a word or two, best time to do homework?
The best time to do homework is the best time for your child.
Okay, so
some kids work better right after school. Some kids need that little bit of a break to get some energy out.
But get to know it and stick to it. Lisa Lelas, thank you so much for being with you.